Hello friends, welcome to this new session. Friends, we have run many programs till now, but in all the programs, all the statements were running. And all the statements which we have written in our program, they are sequentially executed. But now we are going to learn something new. We are going to learn conditional statements. What are conditional statements? They are going to run based on some condition. Friends, in practical world also, this type of conditions are there. For example, we are able to log in into some particular account using password. If password is matching, then and only then we are able to log in. So this matching of something, this condition is executed based on some conditional statements. So let us go with it. Let us see the conditional execution using if statement. Before that, we are going to compare a few variables with some particular value. So let us see the comparison operators. First of all, there are operators like less than, greater than, less than or equal to, greater than or equal to. Similarly, equal to, if you are going to compare some particular value, for example, x is equal to 10. Remember, we are going to use double equal to sign because equal to is used for assignment. We are writing x is equal to 5. So 5 will be assigned to x, right? Over here we want to compare. If x is equal to 5, then do this. So this comparison will be performed using double equal to sign. Also, not equal. This operator is also there. We can use it also. So let us see the if statement. The condition will be evaluated and will produce a true or false. That is yes or no result. For example, we are writing if x is equal to 10. Okay. Originally, if x is having value 10, this statement will be true. Otherwise, it will be false. This result can be used to control the program flow. Comparison operators only use the variables for comparison but do not change the variable values. For example, x is equal to 10. And I am writing the statement if x is equal to 20. This is not going to change the x value. It is just going to compare x with 20. Okay, so original value will not be changed. Just for comparison, it will be used. Let us see the conditional steps. For example, the diagram is given over here. You can see user will enter x first of all. X is less than or equal to 10 or not? This is the question. If yes, print. It's a small number. If no, we are going to use this particular path. That is, small number will not be printed if x is not less than or equal to 10. Just assume we are asking a question. X is less than or equal to 10. If the answer is no, go to this point directly. So print small number will not be executed. Next question is x is greater than 10. Again, if answer is yes, we are going to print big number. If no, then we are going to directly move to this point and we will print done. Okay, so now let us see the program for execution, how to write this program. Friends, first of all, we are knowing how to input the integer value, right? How to take the input. So we are taking the input, enter the number x, and we are converting it into integer. Next, if x is less than or equal to 10, that is, we are evaluating this particular condition. We are checking it. Print small number. Just take a note of this indentation, this space. This indicates print small number is there within this particular if statement. That is, print small number will be executed only if x is less than or equal to 10. Okay, if x greater than 10, like that, we have added the block over here. If x is greater than 10, we are going to print big number. And finally, print done. Friends, why indentation is not provided over here to print done? Because it is not within this if, right? So it is not there within this if. Even if x greater than 10, this condition is correct or not correct, it is true or false, print done will be executed. So this will be the statement, enter the value. If this condition is satisfied, then print. Otherwise, go to next statement. If x greater than 10, then print big number. Otherwise, you're going to jump to print done. Okay, so let us execute this code in Python. Okay friends, so I am entering the program over here. X is equal to integer input, enter number x. Okay, after that we are going to write the if statement. If x is less than or equal to 10, remember the colon. Automatically this is going to take the indentation, right? So you're going to write the statements under if. Small number. Now the statements under if are over. I want to write only print. So you can go again. If x greater than 10, colon, print big number. Okay, now again press the backspace from your keyboard and print done. So this is the program. Let us save it. Just for now, I'm going to save the files on desktop. Let me give it a particular name. If4. You can give any name. Now let us run the code. Okay, enter number x. I am entering 25, right? So over here in this program we have written that if number is greater than 10, then print big number. So friends, as you can see over here, big number is printed as I have entered 25, right? So as you can see, this if x less than equal to 10, this equation will be, first of all, this condition will be evaluated, and over here x is not less than or equal to 10. That's why print small number will not be executed. Okay, only this condition is true. That's why the result is print big number. So big number is there on the output side, and print done is going to be executed every time. So friends, as I told you, indentation is very much important. Increase the indent after if statement, or we are going to learn the for statement also. So this indentation rules are applicable to for also. So increase the indent after the if statement or for statement, that is after colon. Maintain the indent to indicate the range of the block, that is which lines are affected by if. Reduce the indent back to the level of if statement to indicate the end of the block. We can also get indentation errors. If you mix the tabs and spaces, you may get the indentation errors, even if everything looks fine. Let us see the question. Enter a number from user and write a program to show that the number is even or odd. Okay, so first task will be enter the number from user, and you're going to check the condition. any mathematical condition you can check, and you're going to produce the result whether the number entered by the user is even or odd. Okay, so try this by your own. All the best. Now let us see the solution. First of all, we are going to enter a number. Yes, which is this test we can perform to find number is even or odd? It is remainder 2. We are going to find modulo 2, that is, that number will be divided by 2, and we are going to find the remainder of that division. If the remainder is 0, that means number is even, and if that remainder is 1, that means the number is odd, right? So we are going to check for this result num %2, that is remainder. If it is equal 0, this indicates the comparison. If this result is equal to 0, then print the number is even. Else, print the number is odd. Friends, over here we are using the else operator. We are going to see it in detail, don't worry. But as you can see over here, if this condition is not satisfied, then if number %2, that is remainder of this division, is equal to 0, then this line will be printed. Else, that is, if this statement is not true, then print the number num is odd. Friends, you can write this in other way also using only if statements, that is, if num %2 not equal to 0, right? Or you can write num %2 is equal to 1. Using if only if statements also this program can be run. Okay, so now let us see, let us run this in Python. Okay friends, so let's start. You can use any variable, you can use just n, you can use x. So number is equal to integer input, enter a number. Okay, now let us use if statement. If num this result equals 0, then print. Now we want to print the number as it is, comma, num variable will be used because we want to print not the num num, but we want to print its value, right? So num variable will be used, comma, is even. Okay, and we will be typing else. Okay, let me use if only over here. Else, instead this I am using again the if statement. Num mod 2 is equal to 1, then print again the number num is odd. We are going to print it. It will be the odd number, right? Okay, so friends, this is our code. This is going to give the output as the number is even or odd. So let me first of all save it. You can give any name. Let us save it. And now we will be running this code. Yes, so enter number. I'm going to enter 52. It is even. Very good. Let me add some other number. I think over here I should add the colon operator and space. So now let us again run it. Yes, we are going to save it. Okay. So this number is odd number. So like this, our program is running successfully. friends, now let me change the program somewhat. Let us use else statement. Okay, so that is, if this condition is true, this line will be printed. If it is not, then this particular line will be executed. Okay, so let us run this. Yes, save it. Sorry, I'm going to type over here 6958. Yes, the number is even. So now using this method also it is running. Okay friends, now we are going to see the nested if statement. Let us say we are entering the input from user. If x is less than 50, then print it is less than 50. If it is greater than 50, then print more than 50. And if the number is greater than 50, we are going to check for the other condition, that is whether it is less than 100 or not. So we will be able to find it is within a range of 50 to 100. Yes, so at the last print all done. Okay, so let us run this code on Python and let us see how it is producing the output. Friends, very important thing to note over here is this is the first if statement. Print is written under it, and if this condition x greater than 50 is true, then and only then this will be printed. Then and only then if will be executed. So this if x less than 100 is within this particular if loop. That means friends, if x is greater than 50, then and only then it is going to evaluate for x less than 100. Okay, so this is the meaning of this program. Now let us execute this on Python. Okay friends, let me show you how to change the font size of the particular letters which we are writing in this particular file, right? So go to options, configure idle, and over here the size is given. So at present it is 25. If you want to reduce the size, I can make it 22. Okay, and apply. Okay, so this is going to define the size of the characters. Okay, so let us run this code in Python. First of all, you're going to take the input. You can parallel do this with me. You're also going to try by your own. Enter a number. Next, now we are going to write the if statement. If x is less than 50, colon, we are going to print less than 50. Go back. Next if statement. If x is greater than 50, then print more than 50. And now we are going to write another if statement over here. If x is less than 100, print okay, so now it's done. You can print any statement which will indicate the end of the program. This is not necessary actually. You can skip this also. Check 1, for example, I am saving it. Let us run this code. Enter the number. Let us say the number is 45. So it is less than 50. So we are getting the correct output. As you can see over here, entered number is 45. So what will happen over here? If x less than 50. At present it is 45, so it is less than 50. So yes, this will be printed less than 50. Okay, now let us check the next condition, x greater than 50. This condition is not true, it is false. So this all statements will not be executed. Okay, and finally print all done is there. Let us run this code once again. Let me enter 90. So let us check the code now. It is 90. So first condition, x less than 50, false, will not be executed. X greater than 50, yes, this condition is true. So it is going to print more than 50, which we are getting over here, more than 50. Now it will check another condition, if x less than 100. Then this line will be printed less than 100. So as you can see, it is available on the output side. And finally, all done. So friends, in this way you can check the condition based on nested if conditions also. Okay friends, now let us start with two-way decisions if else. Already we have discussed this point before in the program of even and odd. So what is this? Do one thing if a logical expression is true and something else if the expression is false. So we are going to give both the conditions, what if true, what if false. Okay. So as you can see over here, first of all, we can enter the input from user. If x is greater than 100, print it is a big number. If not, that means we are going to write else over here, right? If no, it is going to print not bigger. And finally, at the output of both the statements, we will print done. Okay. So now let us run this code. Just try by your own. Just pause this video over here. Just try by your own and see the solution afterwards. Let us see the solution now. Enter x. If x greater than 100, then it is a big number, else not bigger. Very easy, isn't it? So let us run this code in Python. Okay friends, so let us run this particular code. Runtime, integer, input, enter x, brackets closed. Let us add if statement, if x is greater than 100, colon, print, it's a big number, else, print, not a big number. And finally, reduce the indent. We will be printing done. Okay. Let us save this. Big number. Okay. Let's run this code. Enter x. Let me add 1044. Yes, it is a big number. Let us again run the code to check for small numbers. 15, for example, not a big number. Yes, friends, so congratulations, our code is running very perfectly. Okay, friends, we have seen only if statement, we have seen if else statement, we have seen nested if also. But now we will be viewing the elif statement. That is, within else, we can add another if. Let us check it. If x is less than 10, print small. Else if x is less than 50. This condition will be evaluated only if x less than 10 is false. Okay, so this is else if. That is, in else part it is going to run a new if statement. Print medium, else print large. Okay, so we are going to check for this particular condition. Now let us run this code. So this is your homework. You're going to run this code by your own and check whether you're getting the correct output or not. Let us move ahead. Multiple elif, this is also possible. If x less than 10, print small, elif, medium. We can give multiple conditions, else print huge. Friends, as you can see, I have used multiple elif statements. Just try to understand the execution of this properly. Okay, if x is less than 10, okay, this number is small, so small will be printed. For example, I am entering 20, so this condition will be false. Where it will go? It will go to elif x less than 30. So it is going to check this particular second condition. And if it is less than 30, yes, it is less than 30 because we have entered 20. So now it is going to print medium. So friends, over here this if is correct. It is true. So this is not going to run all remaining else statements. Okay, so any one output will be printed, either small, medium, big, large or huge. Okay, so you can run this code by your own. You can check the output. All the best. Now let us see the next question. Write a program to provide the class according to the percentage. If you're going to give the class as distinction if it is greater than or equal to 66%. First class if it is equal to 60% to 66%. Second class if percentage is there within the range of 40 to 60%. And fail if it is less than 40. Enter the percentage result from user and you are going to provide the class. So try this by yourself. All the best and view the solution afterwards. So here the solution is present. Enter the marks from user. Friends, over here the percentage marks can be a float number, right? So I am not using integer. I am using a float function. If marks greater than or equal to 66, print distinction. Else, friends, this else will be executed if marks is less than 66. So it is less than 66, but whether it is greater than 60 or not, this we are going to check. So again another if statement will be used. Else if, that is elif, marks greater than or equal to 60, print first class. Now let us consider marks, this number is not greater than 66. Even if it is not greater than 60, then next statement will be executed. Okay, it is less than 60, that is acceptable, but whether it is greater than 40 or not, this we are going to check, right? That is, if the number is within 40 to 60, we are going to print second class. And now else will be executed, print fail. That is, this else will be executed when marks is less than 40. So before moving to summary, I'm going to show you how to run this code. Yeah, before that you're going to try by your own. Okay friends, so let us try to run this code. Instead of mks, I can write only m. Float input, enter marks. Okay, this is m, marks entered by the user. So now let us use if condition, if statement. If m is greater than or equal to 66, then what? We are going to print distinction. If m is greater than or equal to 60, then we are going to print it's a first class. Else if m greater than or equal to 40, print second class. And finally, else print fail. Okay, so this is our whole program. Only single indentation will be required over here. I am going to save this now. %_ class, for example. Now let's run this code. Yes, we are getting somewhat invalid syntax. Okay, over here, one bracket is remaining. Yes, now let us save this code again and run it. Enter marks. For example, 68%. Yes, it is a distinction. Very good. I think I should add the colon and space over here so it will look good. Let us run it again. Yes, we are going to save the source. 42, for example. Enter. So it is a second class. Correct. Now let us again run this code. And if marks are 38%, then fail. Yes, friends, in this way this code is running successfully. So all the best. You're going to run the many codes like this. You're going to practice this Python, then and only then you will get the confidence in this. Okay. Yes, friends. So as the summary of this section, we have seen how we are going to perform for few particular expressions based on some particular condition. So if that particular condition is true, then some particular statements will be running. If that condition is false, then we can make some other particular statements to be executed, right? So this is all about the today's session. Thank you all.